Hello, welcome to another video. Today, pretty late in the month, but I have a Fairyloot box to unbox for you. I don't know if there was like a shipping delay or anything, but I got this like Friday the 28th of September, which is surprisingly late for Fairyloot. Anyway, I have a Fairyloot box to unbox. This is the September box, which if I remember correctly was Star-Crossed Swoons, I think. I mean, I could have that wrong, but here it is. I'm not sure how I feel about a swoony read, but we'll see what's happening. I've already cut the tape. Let's go. Ta-da! Yes, definitely Star-Crossed Swoons. I remember seeing that art thing. September 2018. Spoiler card, and then underneath you can see business. Same old spiel. I love the art cards. They're beautiful and it's very pretty. I do remember seeing that this isn't inspired by anyone, the art card itself, it's just pretty, so there's that. But let's dive into the box. First things first, on top I see this candle. This is a Bella and Edward candle, which smells like crisp apple, pine and cedarwood. Not a fan of Twilight, but that scent sounds good. Yes, very appley and fresh. I like that a lot. And it's very glittery on top. Do you see that? Very glittery. And then you can see the little label there. Very sparkly. So that is item number one. Item number two. Oh, I didn't tell you where this was from. Fairyloot. Okay. I think this is just a Fairyloot one. Have they started doing like their own? Interesting. Right, number two is this Mal and Alina, which I'm pretty sure is from the Grisha series. Cocoa and shea butter, stargazer lily scent for hands and body, melts on the skin. Oh, okay, so it's like it's been made in a little heart mould. Very floral scent. Oh, you can see the underneath isn't as perfect as the top, and it is melting in my fingers. I'm going to assume that this is like a massage bar sort of thing, like a moisturising something. It is definitely melting in my fingers, so I'm going to pop that back. Very floral. Not keen on the smell of that, to be honest. That was Stargazer Lily. I don't really like floral too much, and that's very floral, but it is very oily. I don't know how I feel about this. This is from Little Heart Gifts. I will probably have to give it more of a go to see what I feel about it, but very oily on the skin. I can imagine it probably would be quite moisturising after it's soaked in a bit. Number three. Temper us in fire, and we grow stronger when we suffer. We survive. Cassandra Clare, very shadow huntery. This is a box of enormous matches. These are huge. Okay, probably handy for, not that any of my candles are very deep tins or deep jars even, but you know when you get to the bottom and you just can't get the lighter in there? Handy for then. But most of mine are a decent size where I can get my tiny hands in there with a normal match. But handy for if I ever need it. Angelic Fire candle matches, designed by Fiction Tea Designs, so you can light your candles. Okay. Next we have Shadow Hunter's Love Rune, a symbol of two people's love, enamel pin. I'm not a Shadow Hunter person. Give me a shout if you want this, because I am not a fan of shadow hunters. I mean, the matches I can use. This, you know, I feel like you kind of have to be a fan to be into the pin. But it's pretty, like the enamel's nice and the little white actual rune is glittery. It's cute, but I just will not use this myself. Where's this from? Fairyloot exclusive. Again, designed by Fiction Tea Designs. Okay. Next. Quartz of Prithian exclusive shoelaces. Fascinating. These from a distance just look like multicoloured spotty shoelaces, but up close they are the court symbols. It's almost too tiny to really see, but it's there. An interesting item. Not something I've received in any box before, that's for sure. I'll see if I can show you up close. There you go. You can just about see them there. Oh, it's a bit upside down. But you've got like the fire and the wolf and the water, and can't really see what that one is, and the sun, and then the night court one, and the mountains, and so on. Next up we have this, it's just a Wiro spiral bound one. It says, no matter where we are, we'll always share the same sky, we'll always be guided by the same constellation. That's a nice quote. I recognise that, but I don't know where from. Constellation notebook features a quote from the Star-Touched Queen. Okay, I've not read that. And this is designed by Read at Midnight. I like her stuff. Again, not sure I would use this. I'm really fussy when it comes to notebooks. I used to work in a stationery store, and I don't know, I don't think I would get use out of this. It's a bit flimsy for my liking. I prefer like hardback notebooks, and I prefer a like actual bound one rather than spirals, but that's just my fussy preferences. It's a perfectly pretty notebook. It's actually quite shiny as well. I like that, and I do like the quote, and the design is very pretty. I'm just fussy when it comes to notebooks. Moving on, what have we got here? Oh, this is an apron. What does it say? This says, dream up something wild and improbable, something beautiful and full of monsters, from Strange the Dreamer. I realise I probably had my arm in front of that, but it's really pretty. I don't really use aprons, I never cook. Again, a very original item, not something I've ever received before. Not sure how much use it will be to me, but different, that is for sure. Dreamer apron, designed by Literary Life Co., featuring a quote from Strange the Dreamer. Lovely, lovely book, that's for sure. Looking forward to the sequel. Oh, this looks familiar. Here we go. Her spine was steel, her heart was armour, her eyes were fire. Question white, and I darken. This was the tea towel that we got in a few months back box that had been printed backwards, so we now have the replacement one of that. That's not necessarily a this month specific item, but nice that they've sent the replacement out, and handy that they could pop it in with a different box. We then have a promotional bookmark for Tempest and Slaughter by Tamora Pierce, just a little feathery one. We then have a promotional postcard for Muse of Nightmares. Very much looking forward to this, cannot wait. We then have a chapter sampler for Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. I literally couldn't care less about that. And then some little prints or postcards, a little pack of them here. So I don't know who these characters are, but we've got these fellas. Ah, is that Laszlo and Sarai? That's lovely. I like that one. I feel like this is Nesta and Cassian, some sort of Shadowhunter characters because they've got runes on, but don't know who they are. And then Rhys and Feyre, I'm guessing, by the hand thing that she's got. So they're cute. Give you a bit of a close-up of them. Lovely. Lovely. This is a nice one. I like this one. And then that one. And those Shadowhunter characters. Back to the beginning. Cool, cool, cool. They're nice. And they're all just got stars on the back. We couldn't put together a star-crossed swoons box without swoon-worthy art, so we partnered up with Taraja, I can never pronounce that, I'm sorry, to create the exclusive swoon-worthy postcard set. The set includes Julian and Emma, Rhysand and Feyre, Cassian and Nesta, Emma and Maya, and Laszlo and Sarai. Lovely, so the ones I did know I was right about. That takes us on to the book. I honestly have absolutely no idea what this could be. It's definitely a hardback though, so let's go digging. Oh, it's got purple edges, and it is Mirage by Sumaya Dowd. I've heard about this. This doesn't strike me as a swoon-worthy read. Maybe I'm wrong though. Isn't this about a girl that has to take the place of the princess or something? Yes. So some girl is kidnapped and taken to the royal palace where she discovers she's nearly identical to the cruel princess. The princess is so hated by her conquered people that she requires a body double to appear in public ready to die in her place. And our main character is forced to play this role. Can't help but enjoy the palace's beauty and her time with the princess's fiancé Idris. But the glitter of the royal court belies a world of violence and fear, and she soon realises that one wrong move could lead to her death. I don't imagine this being very swoon-worthy from that, but perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps something happens between the body double and the fiancé? I don't know. I honestly have no idea what to expect from that, but the cover is very pretty. I like the grey and I like the purple. Nice colour scheme going on there. What else have we got in here? We have the letter from the author, and I'm gonna assume some sort of print from the characters in the book. Lovely. We have the fairy scoop telling us that next month's theme is Beautiful Deceptions. We have, oh, a promotional bookmark for the book. They took her from her home, erased her name, enslaved her people, but they can't take her dreams. And the Fairyloot bookmark. I love the Fairyloot bookmarks. Perfect size, lovely art, can't go wrong. And the reading code thing, this time I am my buddy 000322. Still yet to find a buddy. The lack of signed bookplate makes me flick back to this to see that it is signed. This is an exclusive Fairyloot edition and the book is actually signed, so that is a nice bonus as well. So I think this box is a bit up and down. I don't know. I'm not blown away by it, but I'm not disappointed by it. I'm fairly about it. It was okay. I'm not disappointed, but not blown away. There's my thoughts on that. Let me know what you thought of this box. Let me know if Mirage is more swoony than I think from what I've read. According to the theme of the box, it apparently is. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!